the family that God has blessed me with. To God be the glory for the great things that He has done. And remember, this is a family that we are, no matter what. Want to say it again?
Welcome to the show. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Zeb, you there? What's going on, girl?
Same thing that's going every Monday. Nothing. You got something going on, though.
What you talking about?
Your baby.
Oh,
It's
Lord,
now officially a Marine.
Oh, my Lord. Man.
He's officially a Marine.
Yeah, he called me just a few minutes ago. Well, I ain't gonna say a few minutes, about an hour ago. And he was like, "Okay, Mama, I'm headed to the I'm finna go get on the plane." Then he was at the airport. Now Quaylen has never traveled before. He has never been on a plane before. Moan and Maury have traveled. Quaylen was one at home. So this is like, he's like, man, it's a train at the airport. I'm like, yeah. You know? So I'm saying, okay. But he's ready, you know. They told us they were going to take him through some, you know, they try to trip you up and try to disqualify you before they get you on the plane to San Diego. And he passed that test, so now he when he gets to San Diego, he ain't gonna be able to use that cell phone. So he is just making a call before he get there.
Yeah. I know a few Marines, and I spoke to one, and he said that once he gets there, he's going to be allowed to make a phone call to his family. I'm here. I made it. I'm fine. And then it's completely shut down for 15 weeks.
Yep, that's right. Oh. And the lady that was filling his recruiter was filling us all in yesterday about it, and she was just saying, even if they get a call while they're in boot camp, they can't call and get into like some conversation like they at home. They're gonna have to say something. They're gonna say their name, their rank, and you know. And that's it. Yeah. And she was like, you need to yell out everything you can yell out right at that moment, because once he hang up, that's it. So it's like he can't get into no conversations and all that kind of stuff, because you know.
Right.
I was like, oh my Lord. I had to let Sister Cook driving to the hotel, because I just couldn't. I was like, because I'm gonna be one of them mamas that's like, well, I'm gonna be all in tears, and he don't need that. I say, Sister Cook, you got it? She say, I got it. So
Sister Cook always got it.
Yeah, she got it.
Sister Cook always got it. Boy, when I tell you that little short woman come through in the clutch.
Yes, she do. Cause I'm standing in the living room. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna take him up to the hotel. The closer it got time to do it, I was like, Mama. Mama, I'm gonna need you to, cause I ain't gonna make it. So I was just sitting there. Now, they did warn us that to always answer every phone call. Now, that's just gonna be a little hard for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Right? I gotta answer every phone call, because you never know what number they're gonna call. He's gonna call from.
Right.
So,
right.
All that avoiding weird numbers is out.
Yeah, at least until you get his phone call. Then you can go back to that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's exciting. They didn't let him. He couldn't take nothing. He couldn't take nothing with him but his ID, 3 pair of socks, the clothes he had on his back, and
an address book, huh?
An address. Well, all of that was like optional. The address book and the religious book was optional, but they couldn't take nothing. None of the like Social Security card, pictures in the wallet. They had to empty their whole wallet, with everything out of it, and keep the ID and the recruiters, 3 of the recruiters' cards. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Well, it's definitely gonna be a change for him. It's gonna be something different, and I have every bit of faith in his strength, because my nephew swole. Girl, he walked like he's 5 feet wide, and his arms all wide, like he got to turn sideways to walk through doors and stuff. And I'm like, Quaylen,
really, for real. But you know, I told Moan, I said he ain't gonna have no problem with not calling, because he in Houston he was barely calling. You know, he barely call anybody. He be all over the place. But you know, he called when he feel like he needs to let people know he all right. So he basically, they didn't tell him to do something he wasn't already doing. So
yeah,
he's his recruiter seemed very, very proud of him and everything, and said that he worked hard. He had to lose a little weight. You know, that quarantine weight tried to sit on him. So he had to lose a little weight.
Yeah.
He met that goal, and then his run time came in good. And then they talked to him about how much money he would be making or whatever, because they do get paid to be at boot camp. And because you know, like some moms, try to get supplies and stuff together to send to the kids, but she was letting them know they're well taken care of. She was letting us know they're well taken care of. The only thing we need to do is make sure that we write, make sure that we're writing letters and stuff like that to keep them encouraged through the whole boot camp. Because she said the physical, the physical is not.
That's what I was getting at. I have no doubt in his physical state, but his mental state, being away from home and not being able to talk to anybody and all that stuff. And the one of my friends that I was speaking with, he said boot camp initially is good until that last 2 weeks. That's when they really, they hone in that, no sleep, very little sleep, extreme workouts and, all of that stuff. So that's when he's going to need that mental stability the most. So, But I told him to write me as soon as he get where he's going to be. Yeah. Or I guess he'll have to write you, and then you send everybody his address, and then we write him that way.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, I got to talk to, I'm going to have another little meeting with everybody because it's a way that we can all do it to where he gets the letters quicker. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all of that because it's a certain way we have to do things to get him his letters. So,
okay.
And he going to need them. So.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, welcome to the show. So we got a Marine in the family. We just trying to make sure he's making through boot camp with his head on right. Yeah. So anyway, so what's going on? So let's see. What topics do we have? Now, last week was something else. Now, last week's show was something else. I'm telling you, it was. Yeah. So this week. Now, I'm gonna say this because, and this is a little bit of celebrity gossip.
Oh Lord!
But I'm gonna throw it out here and just see where this conversation goes. Okay. So I was in my Facebook news feed, not the feed where everybody is whatever. I'm talking about they got a news feed on Facebook, right? And it had on there. At first, I thought it was fake news, like our corona carrying president call it fake news. But there was too many reports on it, and I Googled it, and it popped up on a lot of blogs that P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, Puff, whatever his name is, whichever one
Puff
you
Daddy.
Puff Daddy, was caught about 20 years ago. This is one of the things I feel like since it was 20 years ago, it's irrelevant, but since we have it in the news, that a girl walked in on Puff and Al B. Shore, because ain't that Christopher Williams? Al B. Shore in the middle of...
Denise, what are you about? Something that I just really don't want to hear.
Yeah, so close your ears. It's a man-on-man action. Now, the reason I brought that up is because it was 20 years ago, and it amazes me how people, and I think that people do this kind of stuff, or that's Quaylen, y'all. Then go ahead and talk, and let me see what Quaylen talks about, and I will be right back.
All right. Okay, y'all. I really don't know where she was going with that, so I don't exactly know where to go with it. But if you're on and you want to just do a shout out, please press 1, and we can get you in. I guess that was my nephew calling, so she had to make sure everything was good with him. But I'm glad that everyone who is on listening tonight. I really can't see who all is here because usually Janice does the majority of it. But I'm hoping my girls are on tonight, and a few of my siblings are on tonight.
Yeah, I'm watching.
As well as a few friends that I also sent the radio show's number to. So, are you back?
Okay. Yeah, I'm back. I'm
is
back.
Everything good?
Yeah, he just let me know they boarding the plane. He can board the plane.
Oh.
So he had to put in his last phone call,
Yeah.
so he get on that plane. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if you're out there and y'all hear something you want to chime in on, all you gotta do is press 1, and it's on and pop lock here.
Okay,
now,
but
back to this topic.
Yeah.
So, my problem with this whole revelation from a lady.
It was 20 years ago.
It was 20 years ago, and she said that the girl was upset because when she walked in the room, they didn't stop what they were doing, and they told her that because Puff told her later on that this is what he's oh Lord, what did he say? He's a boss or something, some kind of twisted mess about he's in control, and if he can get a man to do this, then he did. My thing is, first of all, what went down that made you think that 20 years, you can bring up something from 20 years ago and people really care about it right now? I'm just saying, there's folk right now in this world, this lifetime, that do this kind of stuff. They'll know listen, I'm 43. If you knew something about me when I was 13 or 20 or 23, just keep it. I mean, write it.
Yeah,
write it in a journal.
20 years ago.
Because if you tell me about it, I'm probably going to say, you know what? I don't even remember that, but okay. Where was I? What was I doing? I don't see the relevance, and I don't feel like it's a lot of people gossiping about it and putting it out there like it's a real big topic of discussion. But I feel like this. Anything that's 20 years old is just what it is. 20 years old.
Yeah.
What you think, Sarah?
But in most cases, I mean, you mad because they didn't acknowledge you?
Crazy.
I mean, and what do you, and really the reason people do a lot of things they do now for things like that is for money,
For money.
You give me this, I'm going to say this, or I'll give somebody this story, so I can get paid for, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Yeah, and then just like you said, I knew when the lady said, because I watched it on YouTube, like 3 different videos of it on YouTube, because I like to see people's face when they sharing this so-called news, because it ain't news. She called it a story. And when we were coming up, when you called something a story, it was usually a lie. That's all I'm saying.
Because we said lie, we probably get hit in the mouth.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have any original teeth today.
Yeah.
Crystal, you on here with us, girl?
Yeah, she on, but I think it's noisy where she is.
Oh, she might have muted. Okay.
Hey, yes, I got a lot of background noise. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's a lot of background noise. It's problem. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about how people do. Yeah, we hear you.
No, I'm
so
talking about the noise.
Vaguely. I vaguely hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what y'all talking about?
Yeah. So we were talking about how people bring up stuff from your past to try to get some kind of payoff. Yeah. To some type of payoff, it's ridiculous.
Well, payoff to keep you quiet? In regards to celebrities right now. But, I mean, it could be anybody.
Yeah, really
I say expose yourself. Whatever they're trying to get money for, just don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody
That-
knows
that-
they pay
that
them.
takes
You
it
have to
away,
keep
huh?
paying them. Mhm.
Yeah. Because it's like, you know what? It's kind of like an event in my life. I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be one to tell it, because that's exactly what you have to do. First of all, what this lady around here talking about is completely irrelevant. I mean, for real. And then if she was going to expose something of that nature, she should have did it way back when people were homophobic, or when people were, they got a new saying called fluid. You know, so it's not really, she's not really destroying anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got
people don't care.
you got so much happening in this world. Now she should have said something like, Puffy got 8 toes. You know, he got 8 toes, and he was born by the river in a little tent or something. You know, and put the pictures out there or something. You know, you saying something that nobody really cares about, which is usually what people do. But like I say, she probably got paid by whoever decided it was a worthwhile story. She probably just got paid. You know, this corona hitting everybody. You know, so no tell.
Maybe it just affected her in a different way.
Right. Right. Mentally, because that's retarded.
Yeah.
That's retarded. But in other news, your president has COVID.
You really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Oh, it was all on the news. At first, I didn't think it was real either. Till I was watching the news.
I've seen it on the news. I just don't believe it. Or if I believe it, there's something real fishy about the whole situation.
Well, you know, hey, I'm not sure. I don't know. That man might have something of the COVID
he might
nature.
have it. I'm just not gonna comment because, you know.
I mean, it is kind of fishy because they said after 6 days he's back at the White House. I'm confused.
Oh, yeah, he just made it home.
I thought, you understand me?
What? 14-day quarantine.
It was a 14-day quarantine. That's what I thought. Now, unless, you know,
and then you got to test negative.
Yeah.
Before you can go back to, you know.
You know, he got special rules, so.
He got special rules. Yeah, he's special.
Those are rules. Those rules are for everybody else. Like that's not for him.
Yeah. That part. Yeah. That's just me. I just thought I'd throw that out there. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, some type of president. Now, I do want to throw this in there for those of you that are listening. Please go vote. Okay, November 3rd is coming, okay? And I need everybody.
Vote early.
Vote early. If you can get out and vote early, vote early.
Yeah.
Vote early.
I always vote early.
Anybody that you know, ask them if they're registered. It
I think today's the last day. Is it?
Today's the last day?
I think so.
If you
or
are
maybe
registered
in
to
certain
vote,
states.
get out and vote.
Yeah.
Because if you do not vote, you have no right to complain about anything that goes on within our government. And don't just look at the presidency. Vote for your city officials, you know.
Yeah.
Vote for your city officials, your representatives, just get out and do that.
Yes, because they're the real problem.
Because those are the ones that are going to speak for you, are supposed to speak for you on a higher level.
Mhm. That's true.
And start teaching your children the importance of voting.
Exactly.
So the second they come of age, they can vote.
That's right.
At 17, they're sending them to jail. So if they can send them to jail at 17, they need to vote the first chance they get.
That's right. That's right. Now let's get into a question. I got a question. I'm gonna pose a question. You know, I was gonna listen. I'm not gonna say that my questions are. I'm just gonna ask it. Okay.
Yeah, just ask it.
And I've asked this question to the family before, but it was years ago and nobody answered my question. So I'm going to ask this question.
Do I even want to know?
Listen, if the thumb is a thumb and not a finger, is a big toe a toe.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
That's why you get an answer right there.
Say that again.
All right, follow me now. Hold your hand up in front of your face. You see what I'm saying? If the thumb is not a finger, it's the big toe a toe. And why do they call the big toe a toe if they don't call the thumb a big finger? You get what I'm saying? All I'm saying. Just answer my question.
I mean,
so
I would say that the big toe is a toe because it's in the name, big toe. So I think your answer is right there.
The answer is it's on a foot and not a hand. You don't walk on your hand, so your thumb is not technically needed as a finger. It's a thumb. You walk on your feet. You need your big toe for balance, so it's a toe. It's not something that you can just take off and don't need. None of that made sense. Not even to me when I said it. All I'm saying is, what's the next question?
Okay, another question. Is Shaggy a girl or a boy?
A boy.
Shaggy is a boy.
That's not.
Okay,
Shaggy is a boy.
What question do you
have?
Ask
Jessica. Jessica will tell you that Shaggy may not be a boy.
Well, since Jessica is not on this phone call,
okay,
we're not going to bring her in.
You got a point.
So what we're going to say is, Crystal, ask the next question.
I
have one. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Come back to me.
Last week we were speaking about, dads who had custody of children letting their moms spend time with them and vice versa.
Mhm.
So let's just say out of the blue one day that absent the parent who has custody of the child calls you and they're like, hey, or messages you and they're like, hey, feel free to come see your child or pick up your child anytime you get ready. And I was wrong for everything that happened in the past and the way I handled things in the past. They need you, and, whenever you get ready, come pick up your child. Spend time with your child whenever you want to. Do you, ask questions as to why? Is this person dying? Are they going through a life-altering deal? Or do they have something going on? Or do you just say thank you and take that opportunity to get to know your child?
Okay, I'm going to answer that. I say you do say thank you, but you do ask why. I think that's important.
Okay, and why? Why?
Because it's a little suspect.
Yeah. I was going to say that.
I mean, because I feel like you need to know what you're getting into, because just like they just changed their mind, they can flip it and do it again. I mean, I feel like you need clarification. Like, what's going on?
Like maybe
they say like they setting you up or something.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't mean to be so negative about it, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
in this Trump era, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
I just feel like, first of all, check yourself. Are you paying your child support? Are you current on your child support? Because they could be saying, come on by, see your child, so they can figure out.
You get the yeah.
Come on by anytime. Oh, and then you get all excited. You be like, oh, man, I want to come see him this weekend at 8 o'clock, right? And they were like, come on by. Oh,
that
yeah,
he's
going to be huh?
I said it has to be legal. Some type of entrapment.
It got to be. Because, first, see if you're current on your child support. Check yourself. Check your records. Then, or they could be just, you never know how people could be ready to put them hands on you, too. They could have a mob over there waiting on you. You have to be careful about these types of situations.
Okay, is there anything positive that you can get out of this? Is all of it negative?
No. The initial excitement, you'd be like, I mean, that's the positive part. Oh, my God, I get to see my child. But I'm saying you still have to be wise with it. You get what I'm saying? Because this person may have found Jesus, but they spent about 25, they spent about, let's say the child is 5 years old. That was 5 years of raising hell. You get what I'm saying? And then 5 minutes, a 5-minute phone call don't omit the 5 years. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I got to see you for 5+ years, not act the fool. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the way it is. You set this atmosphere. You set this up.
Yeah.
I want to see something positive with it. I just can't. I just feel. I don't know.
Well,
something's going on in it.
Well, okay, that's true too. But at the same time, I mean, you can't just. I can see where you say, yeah, that's all good, but why? I can see that, but if everything that they're doing is showing you that they are sincere about the situation.
Yeah.
But you had a phone call.
How long
you didn't say they had history of
you
showing.
Really let's say that it's been 9 years of hell. Well, do you wait another 9 years before you believe that what they say is true?
Oh no! I didn't say don't. I just asked the question.
No. See, you jump on in, just like the ropes are going.
Yeah.
You jump on in there. You get in there and you see how it go. And you walk it out. But you can't just wake up. You can't just give a phone call, right? And say. And all of a sudden, all is well. That thing got to be tested. You got to test that. I can see him at any time. Here I come. No, wait a minute. Not right now. Okay, what? It's just different things. It got to be tested. That's all I'm saying. Now, it'd be different. Now, if you're the one that was acting a fool, okay, and the other one is the one protecting the child, then that's something different. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was the one, okay, you call me, and now that I ain't a buffoon no more, or bozo no more, right? I lay down the bozoism, right? And you call me and you say, listen, I found Jesus, and Jesus told me to forgive you for your buffoonery, right? So, your bozoism. Okay, because I'm a sudden... Yeah, for your bozoism. So God told me to forgive you for bozoism. So I want you to see your child. Okay, so I'm excited, right? But guess what? I have to prove to this child. I'm just telling me. I got to prove to this child, not just the mother that's protecting, that person has to prove to their child and the custodial parent, right, that they made the right decision to trust me to be right, because you never know what kind of bozo is, what kind of bozo shenanigans I was doing. You get what I'm saying? She could have been saying, hey, come pick up your child. I pick the child up, the child come back, clothes too little, clothes dirty, come back cussing and cutting up children, all kinds of stuff. I could have been doing all kinds of stuff to the kid. Kid come back, you know what I'm saying? Chucky type, you wake up, the kid looking down at you while you sleeping, you don't know. They'll tell him what I train that kid to do. So I got to prove.
Wait a minute, in a span of a
she
week.
went real dark. Right. Take her back Chucky. Okay.
I'm just saying. I think it depending on who was the bozo. If the custodial parent was the bozo, then the parent that is coming back into the situation needs to be skeptical. If the absentee parent was the bozo,
so spend time. Do everything that you need to do to spend time. Just keep one eye open. Sleep with one eye open, I should say.
Right. Don't be so.
Chucky coming back.
I always expect something to go down.
Just don't be no fool though. Now with the child, enjoy the time with the kid. But I'm saying with the parent, with that adult, you gotta cover all your bases because it's some foolery going on in this world.
You're right about that. You're definitely right about that.
I ain't gonna lie, if I can find out where the father of my child lived at, he'd be paying child support or in jail or something right now. So if I ever call him and say come over for Thanksgiving dinner, he need one eye to be open. I'm just saying.
Oh my God!
I just want to be honest. I just want to be honest. That was a good question. No. Just want to be honest.
It's better than the thumb and the big toe.
Well, we can still go into that and figure that thing out.
Nah, we good. we good.
We good.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely got callers on here. Y'all can weigh in at any time. If anybody wants to say something about this topic, what would you do if if a custodial parent called you and said, hey, no more fences. Come on, see your child whenever you want to.
Or if the custodial parent just up and called one day and said, you know what? Why don't you get your kid for a year? Why don't you get your daughter or your son for a year, for the next school year?
Jesus be offense.
Well, one good thing about it is you don't have to worry about child support.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You can cancel that out for a year.
That's true. It's true. But okay, so you don't have to worry about child support. But you know what's crazy is you got to get to know the child now. You can really, and then you never know what kind of emotional damage has been done when it comes to the child as well. Because no telling what the child was hearing about you.
Know them because you've been not all parents are the same.
Yeah.
Because one parent, the custodial parent, may not even think about the other parent.
Yeah.
Only, when things come along and maybe child support is an issue or something like that. But the other parent, mean and hostile, every time they get the kids, all they do is just rant and rave and fuss and cuss and talk bad about the other parent.
Mm-hmm.
The custodial parent, and to me, I don't care how bad a parent is. When you're raising children that you had together, that shouldn't be an option. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be an issue. Neither parent should downgrade the other parent in front of it, because I promise you, at some point, the child will learn who their parent is for real. Like, they'll learn the real person behind the face. They'll learn them. They'll figure it out, and you won't have to tell them a word.
Well,
and I can speak on that personally. I can speak on that.
I had a different experience. Yeah, I had a different experience. I mean, I had some of the same, but slightly different. I had to immediately, it's kind of like I was doing damage control all the time. I was a parent that let everything be known right then, you know, because I was dealing with a situation where it was a psycho type situation, you know, phone calls, harassment at the job, crazy stuff in front of the kids, you know. It was very important that the truth was on display all the time and that I was very vocal in it, because the way things was happening was you had one parent in a struggle trying to raise the kids while the other one is calling CPS and doing all kinds of stuff, and that's when we had the answer machine that played out loud. So the kid hit the button on the answer machine. She hears a bunch of cussing and a bunch of stuff. So it was like I have to sit down and I have to do damage control. Now, this is where I think parents go wrong. When parents begin to lie about the other parent. And I'm not talking about for the bad, I'm talking about for the good. They say stuff like, oh, your daddy is just on vacation. There's some parents that do this. Oh, your dad is just, because they feel like it'll help if they embellish. And it does not help. I always believe that you tell children the truth, because children want to have, because look at the cartoons they watch. It's a hero and it's a villain, right? So children are trained early that it has to be a hero and it has to be a villain, right? So you have to be a parent at all times. You have to tell the child the truth at all times. I always told my children's father, you make your own history with your children. I will not lie to them. I will not tell them that you are the greatest thing on earth and you are a king and all that stuff. That is not my job to do that.
Right.
My job is when they are waiting on you and you don't show up, Sammy, it is not for me to sit down next to them and tell them some grandiose story or lie. You have to tell your children the truth. I didn't say go on some type of banter out of your anger and your personal issues with that person. I'm saying tell them the truth. I'm going to tell y'all, I would dial the number and put him on the phone, not with me, with the child. And let that child say, Daddy, I was waiting on you. And then let you say whatever you were going to say. You make your own history with your child. As they got older, I didn't have to carry all that extra, you chose them over me and all that, and you lied to me, Daddy No. They were in the present. They were there with, because sometimes we put our children over here and say, well, let them be kids. They are being kids. But when they become adults, they don't know how to function in relationships. They don't know how to deal with different issues that hit their life. They don't know how to deal, the dad shows up, I might testify a little later, but anyway, all I'm saying is I handled it a little different. I told the truth. Sometimes I wanted to say this piece of, out of my own stuff, but I couldn't do that. I had to say exactly what it is without all that extra drama on the end of it.
Right.
And then one day the child comes to you and say, Daddy did this, Mama. I can't believe it, and they hurt. So now I can hug them. I can help them through the truth instead of a bunch of falsehood,
Right.
So anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Crystal, you still there?
I think it is loud. Yeah, it's loud. They got louder.
Oh.
Can you hear them?
At home?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. No, can you hear them?
Yeah. I hear the TV.
Yeah, we're watching Fox.
Yeah, but that's a good conversation. I think a lot of parents need to have, and it's a lot of women and men in that situation right now, and they need to know how to handle that conversation, and they don't know how to handle it. They think that they're supposed to react and raise that child up out of their own emotion, and that's not good. You have to be able to go in a room, get yourself together, come back out, and stay neutral. You see what I'm saying? But stay honest. And I think sometimes people take it too far when they say, like you said it plain. Don't badmouth the other parent. But at the same time, you have to you can't shield the child, because what'll happen is you set yourself up for a very rebellious kid. You really, really do. you set yourself up. So it's very, very. It's like a sensitive thing. And then each child is different. Children are can handle
more
and
sensitive.
Some children, are more sensitive. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know I heard one of my daughters in a conversation with her dad. I was like, ooh. He had lied to her or something, and she was like, who you think you lying to? I was like, oh, Lord. But that's the history he made with her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anytime he lied to her, she knows he's lying, she call him to the carpet on it. You see? But and he can't say you sound like your mama, because that's the history he made with her from when she was a kid. So now with her being an adult, he has to do what he's supposed to do, or when she sees it, she's gonna call it.
She
what
holds
it is.
him accountable.
Yeah, she holds him accountable. Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
do we have any other single parent advice on the line anywhere? Anybody want to chime in?
just press 1, and you could speak on it.
Do we have any music today? So somebody chimed in?
No, nobody chimed in. So let's see what kind of music we got on the switchboard. See what we got.
Did you get any more music from Marcel Casanova off of his new album, Country?
No, haven't received any more.
Oh, I have to. I'll see.
We'll work on that for upcoming show.
Southern Love 2 is
is going to the. Oh, go ahead.
I'm
what
listening.
are you saying, Janice?
No, I'm listening. I'm looking for the music. All right. Well, let's play some music, and when we come back from who I heard somebody.
Oh, I don't think so. Not on my end.
Right.
Did you see something?
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this topic and wrap up the show because it's gonna be the last part of the show. So we'll be right back. This is 5926 Central with the Cook Girl, and this is Billy Cook, a certified player.
I would never lose you because my money is long. But if you step to me wrong, then I'm this song. So get gone. I'm a player, certified. Women step up to my ride like I got something to hide. Hop inside. You rolling with the millionaire. When I pull up to the club, haters must beware. Look at me now. Clean just dipped in black. Honey gossip in the back about the six is Mac. Nigga Willie smoking Philly, a superstar like Billy. Playing my cards, I never losing in that song. The really, what's the deal? I'm all in and I'm acting a fool. YG up in the place, so much ice we cool. Here's the rule, all dicks on me. Beside the table 3, come on and body rock with a G. Damn boy, the name certified is a game. I'ma say it the same, cause ain't a damn thing changed. Players play on.
I'm just a player. Players wanna be living that lavish life, flashing diamond rings while I'm rolling glove to glove, being praised and never knew. The honey just steadily sweating me, and the whole damn South crew play on.
Welcome back. This is 5926 with the Cook Girls. And awesome topic tonight. What do you do when you receive that call? Hey, you can come see your child. I'm not going to trip. Come on by. Anytime you feel like it, go ahead. Build a relationship. I ain't going to get in the way. What do you do? And what's the best advice, when it comes to being a single parent and you have, and what kind of discussion do you have when it comes to your child, the father or the mother, whoever the absentee parent is? What is your parenting style? What is your conversations with your child? How do you stay neutral? And how important is it for you to handle that with kid gloves according to the personality of the child? Because some people try to say, well, it works for one, works for the other, but it really doesn't. My mother had 8 children, okay? And I'm telling you right now, she does not treat everybody the same. Some of us, some children may think that the parents should treat everybody the same, but everybody has different personalities, and it just wouldn't work. If she tried, it wouldn't work. So, I wish she was on here because she would really, help some folk understand. She wasn't a single parent. She was just a parent of 8.
And you love them all the same, but you love them all the same, but you handle them differently according to their personalities and their, your child.
Yeah.
You know your children. You know how you can say something to one and they're completely fine with it, take it with a grain of salt and keep it moving. You say the same thing to another one and they need therapy.
Yeah.
So it's just you love them all the same, but you learn them and then you handle them differently.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, don't lie to them,
Period, my God. Jesus. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. And don't let your anger get in there and make you think that it's okay to lie to them. Or you get mad at the absent parent and decide I'm gonna get between you and your child. You can't do that.
I'm gonna take away what's important to you.
Right. Use it as a weapon. Well, y'all, awesome show today. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about next show. We probably will carry on the topic for the first half of the next show. I'm going to go ahead and one more chance. Anybody want to say anything, you feel free. Press 1, and if you want to just give a shout out to your aunts, to your aunts. If you just want to give a shout out to us on the show, you can just press 1. I think I went fishing and
hello.
All right, call us. Hello.
Hey, this is Jayla. I just wanted to say I love y'all and I love the show.
Look out, Jayla.
Hey, Jayla.
Hey, sweetie. Okay, I'm driving, so I gotta get off. Put my phone down.
Really?
Okay.
Bye, Jayla.
Love
okay,
y'all.
Bye. Okay. Love you too. Stay safe.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was wonderful. Okay.
And then her sister. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just. Whenever we're on the air, me and all of my babies are in a group text messaging thing that usually goes on all day. And when we're on the air, it's just back and forth. They are faithful listeners to the show. So every Monday night They're all on. Two of them at least are at work. But they're listening just on mute.
Yeah.
On their headphones and stuff, but yeah, so that they kill me with it. So the whole time our message thing is like going crazy, where they want to talk but they can't because they at work. Yeah, Simone told me today, talking about, oh my God, Mom, I'm glad you reminded me. She's the one that schedules all the shows, and I'm glad you reminded me. I got to be on there tonight. I'm like, oh God. Because when Jalen and Jamea are talking, and they enjoy the conversation, and I don't have no information from the show, I'm like, girl, okay, girl. So you need to keep up with 5926. Now we have a new page up. Okay.
And it's under construction on Facebook. It's 5926 Central, and all of the hosts can post different whatever you want to post, and we look for. You can message us. You can, if it's a topic you would like for us to talk about, you can drop that topic on our page or inbox us. If you just want to talk with one of the hosts, you can just drop a name and say, well, I need to talk to them. I relate to what she's saying. I need to talk with her. Maybe she can message her or whatever. Whatever you need, go ahead. And the page is up, but it's under construction. Okay? So it's 5926 Central with the Cook Girls. So I have enjoyed the show tonight. So we can go ahead and sign off. Crystal, you got anything else you want to say before we sign off tonight?
No, nothing else, but I'll see you next week. I'll be listening next week on the call. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and drop the website and everything for Mahogany Girls.
Okay, so my website is mahoganygirls.com. I sell pre-sketched canvases, and that's it.
Okay, so what's on the site?
What do you mean?
Okay.
What are you offering on the site? What are
on
you
the site? Yeah.
What are you? Yeah. What will we see when we go on the site?
You will see the different images that I offer, and when you go into listing, you see the different sizes they come in. You can get to purchase a canvas by itself, or you can purchase a canvas with paint kit, the colors that you can choose from, or all listed.
Awesome.
So if you want to do like a paint party or something, that's where we would go to.
Paint party. Yeah, I mean, whether you want to do a paint party, whether you want it for a gift or just for you, just something for you to do at home. It doesn't necessarily have to be a paint party. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's something for adults and kids, so.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds great. We'll be should be posting a link for Mahogany Girls Studio on our 5926 Central page, and we also will be posting more about Marcel Casanova, more about My Gospel Soul Radio, and we also have a niece that does candles, so we'll be posting about her business on there as well. She does candle bingo, I guess you can call it. And when I tell you, she has some beautiful, good-smelling candles, and you need to get one for your home. The holidays are coming, and they make great gifts, just like with Mahogany Girls Studio. Christmas is coming, Thanksgiving is coming, and what better way to bring a family together than with some paint? See who can draw the new paint, right?
And don't forget Sister Cook's puzzles.
And Tessra's Puzzles, TESSRA Puzzles. Okay? On Facebook, she has a page as well. We'll be sharing all of these links on the 5926 Central page. Okay? So make sure you follow us. Make sure you get into what this Cook family is doing. We got all kinds of businesses, all kinds of things to offer. We even have a photographer. Listen, and some of y'all got Christmas coming up. You got all kinds of special events coming up, weddings, anniversaries, all kinds of stuff. We have a photographer for you, okay? So hopefully we'll get him on here one night or on a special show and get to talking about what he does and what he offers. So, then, can you share the name of the nephew's business?
Hold on, I need to make sure I get it right.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna share that. Once we share that, then we're gonna let you guys go. But like I say, the page is on Facebook, 5926 Central, and like I said, I'm in the middle of designing it, and we'll be posting some ads and all kinds of stuff to let you keep up with the topics that we share on the site. And we welcome your feedback. You ready, Sam?
Oh, no, not quite yet.
Not quite yet. Okay. Oh, so while she's waiting, so this is a My Gospel Soul production, so I'll just do this little drop for you. On tomorrow night is Bustin' Loose Face with the T-Bows. On Wednesday night it is, who is it? No, Wednesday morning is Sisters United, but that's live on Facebook, the Sisters United page. We have on Thursday, we have 219 to Talk at 6 p.m. It goes live on the 219 to Talk page. We also have on Friday night, again, Bustin' Loose and Face. Saturday, we have Fitness Evolution with none other than Trainer Ray out of the Crooked Letter, Mississippi. And then we have JD's Man Cave, educating black men. All right. And the lineup.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. The name of his business is Genius 7 Wedding Photography. And the website is genius7 shotmywedding.com.
And let me tell you something. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Janine.
When I say gorgeous pictures and very, very professional pictures, stop using, now I'm just going to put it out there, stop using selfies for professional pictures. Does not work. Okay? It does not look good. Okay? Selfies won't work for everything. Selfie won't work for your wedding picture. We're going to know because we can see your arm extended out for that wedding picture. Okay? So go ahead and get a professional in there. And let me tell you something. This is the one that you want. All right? Just saying.
Yeah.
Is that it? I think we done rounded up. Go ahead and sign off for us then. Then we're going to let these airways go.
I know, right? It was good speaking with everybody and hope to see y'all next week at the same time. Y'all have an awesome night and be safe.
Crystal has signed off, so I guess it's my turn. Hey, God bless you. We love you. Good night.